Hello, everyone, and welcome to Techyries. It was, oh boy, a big week for Gamescom. Sorry, Gamescom. I keep wanting to say con because that's what I'm used to. I just found out today I was wrong. So, Gamescom, everybody. Anyway, there were so many new games revealed and updates to games getting ready to release soon. Like, honestly, it's crazy. So we're breaking down as much of the week as we can for you today. So buckle up. We have a lot of really sick games to show y'all today. But before we get there, I'm Morgan, and this is my lovely co-host, KP.
That's right. And don't worry, though. We will give you guys breaks just like we will take breaks. So
I'll
if you
need
guys
more
need to get
water
something to
before
drink.
this episode is over.
Yeah, this is going to be a very long episode, but there's more. Bungie is passing on the torch, so we're going to find out who is taking up the mantle. Google held its by Google event or made by Google event. So we'll show you what tech they unveiled. Plus, PETA is taking a stand when it comes to a happy cow in Mario Kart.
Okay.
And Sony says, get ready to pay more. But how much more? Well, we're going to find out soon. So let's unpack everything we have going on and let's dive straight into your tech pulse.
All right, everybody. First things first. I know some Guardians are rejoicing with the latest Bungie news. After
Okay,
more
I have a
than
question before you how much did you jump in the air? That's what I want to know, little Miss Guardian.
I didn't jump, but I may have fist pumped a couple times.
You're like, yeah.
My group chat with Dan and Grim was going off because of the news. So we're chatting about it quite exclusively.
Okay, I
But
just needed to know, like, what was the
yeah, it
celebration?
was like a yes kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Continuing on, though, after more than 2 decades of building up Bungie Incorporated, establishing the Bungie Foundation, and buying a lot of sports cars, Pete Parsons has officially decided to pass on the torch and retire from his position as studio head at Bungie, the studio behind the early Halo days, Destiny, and Destiny 2. So let's go ahead and give you a look at the message from Pete Parsons, which I'm giving you an abbreviated version. Otherwise, we'd be here really long. But let me go ahead and show
Very
you
long
the
message.
message. So,
Destiny's Child.
the message from Pete Parsons follows like this. This journey has been the honor of a lifetime. I am deeply proud of the worlds we've built together and the millions of players who call them home. And most of all, I am privileged by the opportunity to work alongside the incredible minds at Bungie. When I was asked to lead Bungie in 2025, my goal was to grow us into a studio capable of creating and sustaining iconic, generation spanning entertainment. We've built through so much together. Sorry, we've been through so much together. We've launched a bold new chapter of Destiny, built invaluable, independent live op organization capable of creating and publishing its own games, and joined the incredible family at Sony Interactive Entertainment. Today marks the right time for a new beginning. The future of Bungie will be in the hands of a new generation of leaders, and I am thrilled to announce that Justin Truman will be stepping into leadership as Bungie's new studio head. Now, Justin Truman has been a developer at Bungie for 15 years, from being an engineer on Destiny 1 to a designer for Destiny 2 to a producer, then most recently the chief development officer. Justin has worn a lot of hats amongst the Destiny franchise while also helping the Marathon team. So, here is now the message from Justin Truman. Again, a slight abbreviated version, but let's cover it. When we're at our best, we create those worlds alongside you, our player community, and build something that matters. Something that's worth your time, your passion, and your investment in us. Something that I've learned, hopefully, over delivers. I am committed to supporting and working alongside every member of the team here as we continue pouring our hearts and souls into these worlds that we love and that we hope have been worth your time and your passion. Because ultimately, those worlds only exist and thrive with you in them. We are hard at work right now doing that, both with Marathon and Destiny. We're currently heads down, but we'll have more to show you in both of these worlds later this year. In closing, I know I can speak for all of Bungie when I say I appreciate your passion, your perspective, and the time you spend with us. Per Audacia ad Astra, Justin Truman, Studio Head, Bungie. Now, many Destiny fans are very happy to see this massive change at Bungie and are hopeful for the future of Destiny, while there is understandably some hesitation to get too excited. Do you think Justin Truman is a good fit for the Bungie studio head position? We want to know your thoughts in the comments. This is a big change, y'all. Big, 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 big.
It's fascinating. I will say, we now have a Bungie change, and I know that we didn't cover this on our show, but Diablo had a change too, with Rod Ferguson also stepping down. And so I'm curious to see what's going to happen to both of them.
Yeah,
I know for me, like, I'm not like a huge Destiny person, but maybe having somebody as a new head could make it more enjoyable again for me to jump back into. I just I think it's a good. I mean, personally, I think change is good. Change always means that there could be change could be bad too. I get it, but I think if you guys are happy with the fact of like maybe this means like maybe they'll listen to you more, like
sure.
that could be a good thing. I know for Diablo that's been like a big thing for all of us gamers. It's like we just want them to listen so they can actually make the game that we want to play,
Hmm.
kind of thing. They're getting there, but they're not fully there, right? So I think this is fascinating that we see now two changes, in two different really big games that we have going on here. So I'm excited to see what happens and where this leads to. But what about you, Morgan? You are my Destiny, guru, everything
I'm your
Destiny.
Destiny gal,
Yeah.
or am I just your Destiny?
Both.
Okay, so no, so to dive into my thoughts, I am very much in this stage of let's wait and see. It's a little too soon to say. I know that I definitely spent a lot of time scrolling, the X post, seeing how the community was feeling about this big announcement, and it's kind of mixed. Most people are leaning towards be pretty hopeful. However, Justin Truman did say in his message I read to y'all a thing about something that I've learned hopefully over delivers. And that word over delivers is really important when it comes to Justin Truman, because he had said previously, a couple years ago, that, oh, over delivering is a bad thing. And
Hmm.
because like for setting too high of expectations for the community, and that it sometimes over delivering can shoot yourself in your own foot, which isn't exactly how he worded it, but is kind of the message he was trying to portray. At least that's how I read it. And there was a lot of heat. He received a lot of heat for it, and a lot of people were worried. And anybody who is worried about Justin Truman taking over the mantle as the Bungie studio head is that comment he made a couple years ago.
Hmm.
So,
Almost like, I don't know, this other CEO I know.
God damn it, Randy.
Starts with an R, ends with a Y. It's
So,
kind of
yeah,
funny how we keep seeing this happen out of nowhere.
great. So it's one of those things where I am hopeful. I think luckily he's learned. I'm hoping he's learned a lot. I mean, he's made sure to say that they hopefully over deliver. So I'm hoping he's like, well, shit, I fucked up last time saying that. So I don't know. There's been a lot of disappointment, not necessarily in the
Mhm.
story of Destiny, but how things have been set up, how things have ran with P. Parsons you know, at the helm. I even put in the sports car joke because it is very much like the meme of the Destiny community. So,
I know, I
I'm
hear you and
very
Grim talk about it all the time. And I'm just like,
especially grim.
okay,
But
okay.
no, there was plenty of people saying it over on X as well. Like, oh man, he got
Yeah.
his last sports car before heading out. So,
Now
so
he's got a
yeah,
fleet that he could sell.
exactly, because those really stay
Maybe
up
that
in
was his
value.
thing. Maybe he was trying to make his own dealership so then when he
Oh,
was ready.
maybe, yeah. But anyway, I am very hopeful. I'm hoping that hopefully Justin learned from his previous comment to not make the
Mhm.
community angry because we do get angry, and yeah.
You mean a gaming community that gets angry? Come on. That never happens.
No way.
Never.
Never.
Never. I can only name 2 other communities, maybe more.
So yeah, that's kind of just where I'm sitting at. I'm hopeful for the future of
Mhm.
Bungie. We'll see where it goes and what happens, and I'm kind of happy Pete's gone. Bye, Parson. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
But as I said, some people are excited, some people are concerned. But you have a
Mhm.
story where PETA's concerned.
Yeah, PETA, this is like okay, this is bonkers to me personally because I don't really understand their stance on it at all. But let me tell you about it first, and then you guys can weigh in on it and everything. So, this is an interesting story we have for you. PETA wants Nintendo to remove the brass nose ring from cow. PETA launched a campaign to urge the Japanese game maker to redesign the cow character. PETA says the nose ring is a painful reminder of the cruelty cows endure in the meat and dairy industries. Now, while Nintendo of America didn't respond to this matter, people across the internet have pointed out that maybe Cow chose to get the nose ring herself. So, what do you think? Should Cow remove her nose ring? Let us know. I did have a
So
picture. Did you not have a picture of Cow for me? No.
I
There's
had the
Cow.
photo. I forgot to take it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah,
But
so they
there's
want to
Cal.
remove the there's Cow. They want to remove the nose ring, and I'm very confused. Like I okay, personally, I don't think the cows out there in okay, how many cows do you know that have a nose ring? That's what I really want to know.
I personally have not seen any in person. I have seen photos and stuff like that.
Right. But if you're driving down a farm road, right?
Hmm.
And you see cows, they don't have nose rings.
I've been down a lot of actual like country farm roads, and not genuinely no, I have not. I even stop and give them pet.
Yeah, and I drive all around here and I've never seen a nose ring on a cow. So I'm very confused
I
why
I
this
l-
is an issue.
I love that the like I understand the sentiment behind PETA, and like because there is like they do combat animal cruelty. I do understand the how do I want to put it? I understand the concern of the imagery, and maybe like it becoming normalized again, where people like
Yeah.
see because so many young ages or just ages across the span of whatever age of people that play this, they could maybe put in their mind and correlate the two psychologically. So I understand their concern, but at
Mhm.
the same time, it's a game. I love the internet thinks that the cow was pro-choice for their nose ring. Um, so
I love the
I don't
fact that
know.
Kevin
It's
says,
very interesting because I feel like there are in other games so many more things for PETA to get upset by. Like we could look at Pokemon or Pal World or like Ark. Just there's so many things that we could look at to be like, this is what we're worried about.
right, we're worried about a cow and a nose ring.
Like this is the
Um,
message we're concerned about when it comes to animals in games. So I don't know.
right.
I do not condone giving a nose ring, obviously, to a living cow, but at the same time, this is a digital cow.
Right.
And I feel like there's worse messaging in other games with animals.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So Tubby says that those punk cows utterly disrespectful.
Arr, arr,
Dad
arr,
jokes are
arr.
strong today. But besides cows, seems Sony is raising issues.
Yeah, so just to dive right on into it, right off the heels of the PlayStation 6 rumors, where one would think PlayStation 5 consoles prices might, you know, start lowering pretty soon. Maybe that'd be nice. Usually that's what happens as the consoles get older, they lower in price, right? Well,
Right.
we just learned that that is actually not the case. So Sony is actually raising the price of all PlayStation 5 models by $50 here in the United States. So in a recent blog post, Sony cited the challenging economic environment, which includes the tariffs President Trump has placed on imported products. So these price changes went into effect on Thursday, August 2nd. The new price for the PlayStation 5 will be $549.99. The PlayStation 5 Digital Edition is now $499.99. And the PlayStation 5 Pro is $749.99. However, the silver lining is that the retail prices for PlayStation 5 accessories will remain unchanged. So, this does personally make me concerned about what the price point is going to be for the eventual PlayStation 6 or the PlayStation handheld that is being rumored as well. But for now, what do you guys think of these price hikes? Let us know in the comments. How do you
Well, I
feel
guess
about
we
them?
were. I mean, I guess we saw this happening anyway because they were going to follow
Yeah.
suit with Xbox anyway.
Hmm.
So and Nintendo because Nintendo kind of started it all. Um, I do think it's kind of crappy though to raise prices on a game that literally like a console that's already been out there. Like if
It's
we're
been out
gonna
for
raise
5 years.
prices, right? Well, even like Xbox, like they raised all the prices on the Xbox, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and those
why?
came out the same year.
Yeah, because they normally try to release them around the same time.
Yep.
It just seems silly to me that we're raising prices on consoles that are older.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
I mean,
just
I
doesn't make
understand.
sense.
I get like the whole tariff situation is causing a lot of things across the board, not just in the gaming industry, but all industries to raise in
Right.
pricing just because of these tariffs that, the US is putting on other countries. So sadly, I'm not surprised by this. It's disappointing that it is happening to a console that is now 5 years old, but
Hmm.
with the tariffs going on, it doesn't surprise me.
Right. Yeah. Maybe they'll back off. like Microsoft did.
Doubtful.
I know. I thought I could make it better.
Well, speaking of new prices, or maybe in this case, new products, you just recently covered the Google event, the Made by Google event.
Yeah, so yes, so Google held its Made by Google event, which is where it unveiled an upgraded Pixel 10 lineup, a smartwatch with a brighter screen, and a lot of updates, a lot of AI updates. So I'm going to show you guys all the different things that were shown at the event. So Morgan's going to flip through those as I'm talking about them. So let's start with Google's next gen foldable, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. It comes with an IP68 rating, which makes it the first foldable that's dust tight and protected against continuous submersion in water. The phone has a 6.4-inch cover display, and the inner screen will still be 8 inches. Pixel 10 Fold comes equipped with the company's upgraded Tensor G5 processor and QI2 wireless charging speed of up to 15 watts. The 10 Pro Fold starts at $1,799 and will be available in silver and green. It will be available in stores on October 9th. Next, if that's too pricey for you, next is the Pixel 10 Pro and the larger XL. They look identical and they come with the same 6.3-inch and 6.8-inch display, um, along with the unchanged 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now, the major differences in the 10 Pro and 10 Pro XL comes with a Tensor G5 chip, and it is supported for QI2 wireless charging. Now, the Pro X XL supports charging speeds of up to, oh, is it Qi? Oh, okay, fine. Qi 2 wireless charging, my bad. Um, the Pro XL supports charging speeds of up to 25 watts, while the smaller 10 Pro is at 15 watts. Storage options are 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, or 1 terabyte. The 10 Pro starts at $999, and the 10 Pro XL starts at $1,119. This phone will be available starting on August 28th. Now, that's not all. Google also showed off its Pixel Watch 4. The new smartwatch has a lot of upgrades, including a dome display that allows for 10% more visible screen space and 16% smaller bezels. It has a longer battery life for 30 hours of use on the 41 millimeter model and 40 hours on the 45 millimeter version. The device starts at $349 for the 41 millimeter Wi-Fi model and $449 for the LTE, while the 45 millimeter version starts at $399 for Wi-Fi, and $499 with the LTE. The watch will be available on October 9th. And another product Google unveiled was the improved Pixel Buds. Now, there are two versions shown. One is the Pixel Buds 2A, which costs $129.99. It comes with Google's Tensor AI chip, a replaceable charging case battery, active noise cancellation, and support for Gemini AI. They also come with transparency mode, which lets you hear the environment around you while maintaining noise cancellation. The Buds 2A will be in black and purple on October 9th. The second is the Pixel Buds Pro 2, which is getting an upgrade. Now, they will have adaptive audio, a new feature that automatically adjusts sounds to how loud your environment is, as well as noise protection. Other features include ability to nod or shake your head to answer or decline phone calls and respond to texts. Now, that will come out in a new color, which will be silver. And lastly, is the AI features. The Pixel phones will get a new Magic Cue tool that can make proactive suggestions based on what you're doing on your phone. AI is also added directly into the Pixel Pro and 10 Pro XL's cameras, which will refine and the detail of zoomed in photos. The phones will also offer an AI coach to help improve your shots, as well as AI journaling and translator apps. Now, as for the watch, Google added a new AI powered health coach. So you can get all of your stuff if you're out like jogging, running, doing the gym stuff, or if you're like eating healthy. That way you have somebody that's just right there on your watch. So, what do you think of the products shown? Do you think it competes with some of the bigger names like Samsung and Apple? Let us know. There's a lot there.
There was a lot there. I'm still gonna stick with my Samsung, you know? I'm a
That's
Samsung girly, I'm an Android girly, and with that being said, it's very interesting to see how all 3 of these big names, with it being Google, Samsung, and Apple now, specifically um, with their watches, they're bringing out new health coaches with them. So it's interesting to see that they're obviously competing in that watch health coach area right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think some of these are a little pricey. That's for
I
sure.
agree,
Some
especially for Pixel being a known like the Google Pixels are kind of known to be usually not, or not usually, are not as good as like the Android. Just like to compare it to Samsung, there's been a lot of like people I know who've gone to Google Pixel and then have been like, yeah, I'm just switching back to an Android. So
Well, I mean, I had a Pixel. I had a Pixel. I had a Samsung. I had an Apple. Now I'm back to Apple. So I mean, I've had the gambit. So I mean, I didn't mind my Pixel phone. I thought it was pretty good when I first got it. I thought the
mhm.
technology was really uh, out there for it, but I just feel like we're getting a little ahead of our price range here. And we've talked about this before about how we feel that phones are just getting more and more expensive. And it's going to be really difficult for people to actually pay for these. Like, I personally could, like, if I wanted the fold, let's say I want the fold, right?
Yeah,
At $1,800, there's no way. There's no freaking way that I would be able to afford that. Even on a payment plan, it'd be taking me forever to pay it off.
yeah. I
By the
mean,
time my
I
2
think it's
years
gonna
is
be one
up.
of those. I think it's gonna be one of those things where we see people taking longer and longer to upgrade to their newer devices. I understand it
Yeah.
is a portable computer. It is our main form of communication with people. Like it is like our cell phones are very important devices in our everyday lives. However, you know, there's also the side of like, well, this is common. This is normal. Like these devices are part of and integrated into everyday life. So that should also kind of mean, they're not luxury items anymore. You can have
No.
fancier models, but it's not necessary. So I think these pricings, and especially where we the economy is not a good idea. But one can also argue that they are priced because of how the economy is and because of the
Right.
tariffs and trying to get all the pieces and all the hardware they need to put into it doesn't always just come from here in the US. So
Mhm.
that could be another reason to why they are the pricing that they are. Not that I think they should be that.
Right. Right. Yeah, so I don't know. I think they're going to have a hard time competing, but then again, people might dip this way because they may be a little bit cheaper than a Samsung or an Apple phone, because we all know that Apple and Samsung have a little bit more expensive phones out there. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how they do overall, but I'm wondering if they're going to have to start rethinking how much they're selling these things for in the end.
I That's very possible. Um It's very, very possible. I don't see it working super well with the current economy, the main people who
Mhm.
purchase them. Um, they're also a company. Do I really think they're gonna try to pull back on their pricing they've put out? No, especially if people start buying this, they're not gonna change it. So
Yeah.
it could just be that, upgrades and upgrades that eventually become more and more for the elite, where those who are not in that price bracket have to wait longer and longer for newer things to come out. I also think right now new phone generations are coming up maybe a little too quick. And so
Mhm.
like we keep seeing that price scale happening really rapidly because of how quickly we're getting new gens out.
Mhm.
There's also the point of like, well, maybe we should look to our cell phone carriers and maybe they need to start once again offering a little bit more bang for our buck for trade-ins for our older
Right.
phones to make it more manageable and more realistic for upgrades to happen. Um, but I don't know. There's always that financing, but then you're kind of grandfathered into it,
Right.
like into that phone. If you want a new model comes in, you're like, man, I really wish I could get that one instead. Well, sucks to suck until you pay off that loan.
Jeez, yeah, that's true.
I mean that's how
Well, I
to put it bluntly, that's sadly how the phone carriers and our cell service carriers are doing things.
right, right. Well, we can always wait and see what comes out during the holidays and let
That is
people
true.
know, what
I'm
we're
a
seeing
big
for deals.
advocate of, like, either before Christmas or, like, right after the holidays, like, you do, like, Black Friday, check out Black Friday sales, check out the holiday sales, and sometimes in the even more because the newer gens are officially, like, being released after the holidays as well sometimes,
Mhm.
then you have sometimes cheaper pricing as well because they all just got a year older now. So
Yeah, exactly.
so, yeah, I'm a big
Exactly.
advocate of, like, search for your new, uh, cell phone devices and everything else during the holiday season for sure.
That's right. All right. Well, guys, it was a really big week for us. Not for us though, but for well, it was a big week for us in the sense of like
We were busy
watching.
in the background. We were busy.
Yeah, we were.
A
We
lot of
were
watching,
really
a lot of
busy.
writing.
Yeah. A lot of
So,
everything.
yes, yes. With that being said, though, Gamescon, Gamescom 2025 kicked off with its opening night on Tuesday, August 19th. So, I'm going to show you how the night kicked off. Let me get this video playing so I can show it. Here you go. The
This is
night,
so cool though.
yeah, the night started off with a musical performance based on Claire Obscure Expedition 33. So after this, it was set off to the races as the show had a ton of announcements, and we'll show you some of the biggest reveals from the opening night. But just real quick, this was so cool. Obviously, we cannot play the audio for just copyright purposes, but it is really cool when you have time after the show. I would definitely give this a check. Like just go check it out because it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But let's go
It
ahead
was
and
really
dive
cool.
into one of the biggest announcements of the night. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh
one of
man.
the biggest announcements was the announcement for the next Black Myth. So this is Black Myth Jean Q, which is a figure from Chinese mythology who fights evil, begins and can command 80,000 demons. That's right. You heard me right. 80,000 demons. Now there is no release date just yet, but it's interesting. So I was watching a whole bunch of this. It doesn't actually show him just yet. It shows him towards the end, but you'll see like a tiger walking by, and people have said that he is supposed to look like a tiger. I can kind of see that, but I don't fully see it. Like I see aspects of a tiger and everything. But
Here, I can skip them.
if you want to skip ahead, you can, Morgan.
Here's the tiger.
Yeah, and then
The
you'll see him on
big
top
beefy
of the
tiger.
tiger. I'm curious to see where this one is like because we know like there's Black Myth Wukong and everything, which you play the monkey. So now we're getting into this one with this dude who looks badass,
It does look pretty sick, not gonna lie.
right? And I'm super excited to see what this one's like for sure.
Yeah,
So if you guys are big fans of the Black Myth series, definitely check this one out for
I'm
put
very
on your wish
interested
list.
in this for sure. It's like it's one of those things where, I'm also just a massive like mythos person. I love
Mhm.
diving. I love legends. Like here, let me show it.
She's like, hold on. I just have something like right here.
I actually do. I just bought new books. I'm trying not to topple all my other books. But I literally it's obviously not Chinese, but I just got a whole thing of like ancient like folklore for Japan and Japanese stuff. So
Yeah,
like
that's
I
cool.
actually am a massive like folklore person like when
Mhm.
it comes to like Norse, Greek, Japan, Celtic, so on and so forth. Egyptian. So I'm very very excited to see that this is continuing. I mean, I'm not surprised. Black Myth Wukong was so successful. It took
Oh,
home
it really was.
so many awards. Like
Mhm.
I'm very it's sadly it's those type of games are not games that I will probably play because single player I struggle with the combat. Um, but it is games that are the story is intriguing, so I love to sit there and watch them. So I'm very excited to you know dive into watching the story of this new Black Myth game. It's gonna be really
Yeah.
cool. All right, well let's dive into the next ones. Yes.
Oh, this one's a big one. This one's also a big one.
Um, where is it? Here we go. There we go. Sorry. All right, guys. The other big game of the night was Resident Evil Requiem. In this trailer from Capcom, it focused on Grace Ashcroft's backstory. So, Grace and her mom, Alyssa, are in a hotel trying to escape after the power is cut and the pair are attacked. Capcom says that Requiem will feature a return to the series' overarching narrative. Resident Evil Requiem launches on February 27th, 2026. I know there's a lot
I
of
like
hype
that
around
they
this.
are. Yeah, and I like that they're giving us little piecemeal at a time. Like they're not overwhelming. Now we all know, we all know. Like right now, we're still in the early phases before this game launches because, like you said, it doesn't launch until February 27th. So we're only gonna get little things here and there. But I'm curious to know, like, is this gonna be our game of the year? That's what I want to know now because this is huge. This is like a huge franchise that everybody's been crazy
Yeah,
about.
absolutely.
So,
I'm
but I
I'm
know once
excited
we
to
get
see what
closer, they're gonna
happens.
be like bam, 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 all this stuff.
I just want to say also, like, just a side note about that trailer.
Huh?
I know that they are about to get up and run because they're about to get attacked and everything else. But can I just say that I hate the fact that she's sitting, even if it's a hotel bed, on a hotel bed with her shoes on? It gives
Yeah, I'm
me
not a
the
fan
ick.
of that either.
Gives me the
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
th
Don't
that's all.
worry.
I just wanted to share that. But,
No,
before
no,
we
no,
go
no. I would
into
only do it. I would only do it if it's like, okay, this is a rundown place. It's apocalypse. Like there's nothing. There's like nothing.
you're
Like
in regular civilization. I know it's for the fact that you don't have to worry about her putting on her shoes real quick, but come on. It just ugh, gross. But anyway, anyway, before you dive into the next game announcement that I'm super excited for,
I know you are.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Rampaging Asian. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. They've been subscribed for 7 months. Thank you for the support. We love you. All right, dive into this next one. I'm so excited for it.
This is definitely Morgan's favorite, and I get to read it.
How dare she?
Yeah. All right. The Ghost of Yotai was also a part of the show. The game, which releases on October 2nd, showed off its landscapes and battlegrounds. Besides the beautiful weather as well, the biggest reveal was Ghost of Yotai is getting its own Legends multiplayer mode in 2026.
Heck yeah.
I if you look at this trailer though and you like these landscapes are just remarkable.
Even like honestly, even Ghost of Tsushima, it's just so stunning. So like it's what's crazy is that 2026 Game Awards is going to be nuts. Like with the
Oh
games
yeah,
that
we're
we
gonna
have coming out in 2026, it's going to be wild. This
we're gonna
game is
be
gorgeous.
busy.
The
We're gonna be busy.
like the thing is that I love about the Ghost of Tsushima and now Ghost of Yotai is they are so detail oriented. The studio is just popping off like crazy because they're just insanely amazing. Not only from
Mhm.
like the visuals, but to the music, to the story. It's so rich. Definitely worth like probably the $80 this is gonna be.
Oh yeah.
But I'm thrilled. I'm not surprised about it getting its own Legends multiplayer mode because the original had it as well.
Yeah.
Well, not the original, but
That
the
makes
first
sense.
game. So awesome! Cannot wait. I did not mean to make that.
This next one though is really cool looking. It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, well let's go ahead and check out this game. So here we go. Let me hit play. All right, everybody. So check out this game. It is called Project Spectrum. It's a new tactical shooter from the team behind Delta Force with a little bit of horror flavor mixed in. It's a PvE and PvP that offers the option to transform into a monster yourself. So players will explore a dark forest with monstrous anomalies with supernatural abilities and seek violence by any means necessary. There is no release date as of yet, but honestly, it's a really, really unique and interesting twist on this kind of like tactical shooter vibe. And I'm sure some areas with the anomalies kind of give me like these vibes from uh Once Human that we played earlier in the year together. Just because of
Mhm.
how the anomalies look and everything. So it kind of like to me is like a tactical shooter meets Once Human. I'm definitely really intrigued with this. I'm sure it's one of those tactical shooters that Rob and I will be diving into together.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Well, I'm also curious too how many players, that kind of stuff because they didn't talk too much about that. They just said it's PvP and PvE. So, like
Let me see if
is
there's
it
any information on its Steam page.
yeah.
Let me look. Let me look. Let's see. That was Project Spectrum.
As Ramp says, just go on a rampage. Nicely put, Ramp.
I
Kind of
could see.
reminds me of Hunt Showdown.
I could
I see that.
totally see that.
Yeah.
Also, while I look this up, we do have a hydrate from Ramp.
Oh, thanks, Ramp.
So thank you.
Cheers, buddy.
Interesting. Did I spell this wrong? It does not have a Steam page currently.
I don't think it does because there's no release date. It's just
Well, think about how many games are out there
not a
with no release
concept.
dates.
Well, so I don't want to say it's a concept because it's not a concept. It is a game that's in development right now, but there's not a lot of info on it right yet.
Yeah.
There's some of the games that we've seen where we haven't seen a lot of info yet. So,
That's fair.
like even another one that you're going to be talking about down the line when we get to
Yeah.
it doesn't have a Steam page yet. So,
Fair.
which
Fair.
tells me that these are just, they're just our reveals. They're our world premieres just so we could see what's coming down the pipeline.
Steam page
but
coming
not
soon.
Steam page. Exactly. You will know more soon.
These are the games you're looking for.
All right. Well, let's jump into the next one because the next one you could say gives you some Minecraft vibes. So, as Morgan gets it pulled up, this is Everwind, an RPG and Intel Core and Intel Arc. No, I'm just kidding. This is Everwind, an RPG and first-person sandbox survival game. You'll build a base on a flying island ship. Why couldn't I say that? That sounded weird to me. Um, Gather resources, craft loot, and fight while you rise above the clouds to uncover the mysteries of the world. Now, during opening night, they showed off some of the gameplay of the game and seems like a game that you would greatly enjoy, Morgan. Definitely gives me that Morgan vibes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No,
I
I'm
mean, I
really
know
interested in this.
you.
This looks sick.
I know.
This
That's
to
what I'm
me
saying,
is like this game to me is, and here I will show you guys a little bit more of it while I continue to talk. This game is
yeah, how dare
genuinely.
you pull it down?
I'm sorry, I wanted to show my reaction. So this game does have spiders because I just saw them, but this game very much reminds me of Minecraft. So we have like Minecraft meets uh I don't even know what else to say. There's so many games it reminds me of. It kind of reminds me a bit of a Loft. It reminds me kind of has like these cool dungeon explorations that reminds me of in a weird way like a more pixel style of things like Oblivion, like Elder Scrolls. So
Mhm.
I'm very very excited to dive into this and to see what this is because it looks sick. This looks so
Yeah,
fun.
it's almost like they took Minecraft and like took it to the next level,
Yeah,
you
like
know?
hold on. Does it have a Steam page?
Are
Hello,
you checking to see if
Steam.
it has a Steam page?
I might want to immediately wishlist this. Yes,
Okay, before she forgets, she's gonna wish list it. But guys, weigh in. What do you think of this game? Um, I do feel like it's definitely like Minecraft takes taken to the next level, which is nice.
agreed.
And
I 100% agree with that
honestly,
statement.
like this is kind of like how I've always wanted Minecraft to be anyway, and not so much like what it is now.
Fair,
Um,
honestly, fair.
I was really excited when they did the Minecraft dungeon crawler ones because it was like it wasn't just go out and just do whatever. It was kind of like just fight and have a good time and like upgrade yourself and make yourself cool. So I'm interested in it. I'm curious to see if they have any play tests later when it gets to that point or even demos that we could dive into. It's definitely one that I know Morgan will keep an eye on and then yell at me later and say, "Hey,
Hey, we're
it's
doing this.
here."
Get in here.
Exactly.
Let's see. Is it PvP? I'm assuming it'd be PvP or not PvP, but just multiplayer. Yeah,
PvE.
it is. As it has online, co-op, and cross, and it will be cross-platform.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm excited for that. That one's gonna be a lot of fun. All right. And as for ones that are a lot of fun, I know KP, you've had a lot of fun with this next game. I know even Grim has. This next game took a lot of gamers by storm. But
Well, they were excited.
Oh, yeah. Very excited. So, with that being said, everybody, get ready, get ready to expand your cult. So,
I think
in
you're reading it like you were like, get ready to expand your
get ready to
cult.
rumble with your cult. So,
Exactly.
so guys, in Cult of Lamb, Woolhaven, you'll have a new area to explore, enemies to dispatch, and more. So, this is a new DLC for Cult of Lamb that will be launching early 2026. So, all of you Cult of Lamb fans, you will be getting a DLC coming soon, later, after the holidays, early 2026. So, this is exciting news. Exciting, exciting. I know I've heard a lot of people be like, "We're getting new Cult of Land content. Let's go."
Yeah, I do like when they give out new Cult of Lamb content. I love the fact that like your base will be now in a winter wonderland. Like that's
Yeah.
really cool. And the multiplayer is not terrible. I did play multiplayer with Shirtless Dan. It's not bad. And I love the fact that so when you play the game, they have a Twitch extension that you can put with it and literally people in your chat can join your cult and then eventually they
Yes,
will
that is
die.
so fun. That is so fun.
But they will die. Or get mad or something like that. But I do
It's
like the fact that they did a good job with
fine.
the interaction with your chat. Like it's such a good thing. And I'll probably be jumping back into it come November or come October because I will be doing a whole bunch of scary games. So it'll be fun. All right, this next one is for all you WoW heads out there. Check out this expansion for World of Warcraft. In this expansion, Blood Elf leaders, and I'm probably going to butcher this, so all you WoW heads, please forgive me, but Lorthamar and Lyderin must protect their homeland of Quilthalius from the threat of Exalt. I don't even know anymore. I'm just making this up. uh, z- uh, I don't know.
Zalal,
I don't know how to say.
Zal Atoth and her army.
Maybe I know Tubby knows how to say all these. And her army. So World of Warcraft Midnight is the continuation of World Soul Saga, which is like their whole thing that they were starting with it was basically like they wanted to make kind of like what they did with Destiny. They wanted to make like a part 1 and a part 2 for this whole like big expansion part of the
Mm-hmm.
storyline. So they did the first one and now they're doing this one. And I know that Tubby was actually talking to me about this and I don't even know. Tubby, weigh in on what you thought about this whole thing. I think it's fascinating that this is how they're telling the story anymore for the WoW, but I haven't, for the WoW people out there, but I haven't really gotten into a lot of WoW. I did a little bit. I did the dragons. I was so excited. I did the dragons because we just
See,
talked about it, him and I.
me and WoW has a love-hate relationship because every time
That's fair.
I am the type of person who, like, for these massive like MMOs and everything, I need to have people I play with. Like, I need to have consistent friends playing with me. Otherwise, I get really, like, burnt out and bored quick. So, every time I get into WoW, people end up coming in for, like, a couple weeks and then they leave me, and I was like, "Okay, well, I just don't play a lot of WoW because of that like, because of that." It's
It's
fine, I
understandable.
guess, but, I just wish WoW looked like these trailers because 'cause they're so good.
Oh, the trailers are incredible looking.
So good.
What was your class?
What do you think my class was?
Ranger.
So, I had 3 classes I constantly switched between. I
Okay.
was ranger, druid, and cleric.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. What class do you think I was?
You?
Yeah.
Assassin or, like, wizard. I don't
I
remember all
did
the
play a
class
rogue at
names.
one point,
Yeah, the
and then
rogue.
I really didn't. I was okay with it. It wasn't my favorite, and then I found hunter,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
and then I went. I can have animals. So now
See,
my
me
my
with druid,
hunter
I
has
can
been.
be animal?
You could be animal, and I can have animal. So
I'm not
when
going to
Tubby
be
and I
your
were
animal.
playing, no, well, you could be my animal if you wanted.
I mean, I can be your animal. Just a minute.
It was funny though when Tubby and I were playing that we were playing the dragon storyline and everything. And so there was a celestial dragon that was
Mm,
like a room boss kind of thing. And Tubby told me to try to tame it. So I did, and I actually got it. And I was like, this
nice.
is so cool. So I have my little now like my celestial dragon.
I love that.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like it's just like that class to me is really fun to see which ones you can tame and can't tame and everything. So it was a good time.
I love
I
that.
really want to jump back into it. My only issue with WoW is I have a hard time paying $15 a month,
Yeah,
especially if I don't jump into it
I
every
feel that.
single day.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
So work on those prices, Blizzard, and then get back to me.
Well, speaking of things we're probably going to be jumping back into.
Yeah, I know. I got to turn back on the laptop.
All right, everybody. So, Enshrouded is getting a new biome, and we got a look at what this area will look like. So, you'll embrace the fate of the Flameborn and try to rekindle a lost civilization in the 16-player co-op survival action RPG. So, this is Enshrouded Wake of Water. This update is coming soon, actually later in October. So, it's exciting. I really like the look of this. I think this new biome looks pretty sick.
Dude, we can fight underwater.
Yeah, I love that. Let's go. I also love like the look of
Yeah.
like ancient ruins. Obviously, there's a lot of ancient ruins and stuff in Enshrouded, but I like the vibe.
Yeah.
It looks sick.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I
And
agree.
we're gonna get new enemies, which is gonna be nice. As opposed to seeing the same ones over and
A
over
nice
that
a
we've
nice
seen.
update for sure.
Yeah. And I wonder if we could build underwater, if we could make like an underwater um house,
I'm
like
down to
castle.
fuck around and find out.
But we need to build it, not Rob.
Bet.
Can't be our builder all the time. All right. So the next one we have is we saw new footage from the Ninja Gaiden 4. So players will slice and dice just like old times, but with a new modern twist that sets out to push the bounds of real-time adrenaline-filled combat. Ninja Gaiden 4 launches on October 21st. The graphics are freaking amazing compared to what they looked
They
like
look
from the
so
first
good.
ones. Yeah.
They are
Now, a little
so
bit like
nicely updated.
yeah, and I really need to go back and just kind of re-understand the storylines because I
Hmm.
remember watching these like a long time ago, but apparently with this one it is the two groups that they have. So like almost like the Jets and the and the Sharks in a way, but for them, for ninjas. And so like that's what this is all about. It's about the two different groups and everything because I
Yeah,
was
like the
trying
two
to
different
figure out what
factions.
this yeah, like I was trying to figure out what the storyline for this one is going to be. Um I think this is going to be a lot of fun. It looks like they added more weapons, more like different types of ones like it looks like a throwing star, but it's like three knives basically that you can use and just like throw around. That's like massive and everything that you use as like a basically a boomerang. Like
Yeah.
that's really cool. That was not I don't recall that from the other ones. So it's going to be really nice and it's almost gonna make them I almost want them to remaster the other ones now. Like, update the graphics
It
to
looks
match this
good.
one.
It looks so good.
Yeah,
Well, everybody,
I'm excited for it.
the next one we have for you is also pretty sick, not gonna lie. So, just to switch on over to it as things read. There we go. So, we saw the first trailer for the sequel to Lords of the Fallen. So, Lords of the Fallen 2 showed everything from eyeballs to corpses to choking on tentacles.
That's right.
As y'all had just seen, the lamp bearer also gets an inspirational speech before a big flaming sword from the sky is delivered by a not unattractive figure, or sorry, not unattractive angelic figure. The game does come out on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S in 2026. So this will be a game releasing next year. These graphics look amazing. Like the scene I'm looking at right now, just like the light hits and the lighting looks phenomenal. So definitely very intrigued by this.
Yeah, and if you haven't played the first one is on sale right now until it ends in like 22 hours. So from today, which is the 24th of August. And there's a Friends Pass, which I thought was really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, for this one. But there's no Steam page for the second one, I will tell you that. So that's
Not
another
yet.
one where yeah, we won't see anything just yet, but it does look really great. The angelic figure that you see there is just incredible, like giving me like Diablo vibes. I was like, "Oh my god." It's so very
Yeah.
cool.
The all this
Um,
looks sick.
yeah. I saw this and I was like, "Morgan."
I can't play it, girl. I tell you what,
It
like,
has online co-op. It has online co-op for the first one, so it'll probably have online co-op for this one.
okay, maybe that's acceptable.
Like I told you, the first one has a friend pass. This one will probably have
That's
a
true.
friend pass.
That's true. That's true.
It just said online co-op, so I don't know for the first one. There's no Steam page for the second one, so I can't say how many players for that one.
Here, I can
But the
let
first
me
one just
let me
says,
see how many. Let me look. How many players? How many players can play?
but
Lord.
Ramp, I see that you want the first one, and the first one, like I said, is on sale for it's 40% off, so that's pretty good. Or you can get the giant deluxe edition for
So, Lords of
50%
the
off.
Fallen supports up to 3 players in a session.
Well, there you go. Well, there you go. That's not bad.
Yeah, so you could have up to three people playing, and maybe we'll have that as well for Lords of the Fallen 2.
I think so. I mean, if it's doing successful on the first one, they'll probably have it on that one too.
Very fair. Very fair.
All right. This last one, though, was the game that many people are waiting for, even to the point, and I have to say this because I was playing Peak on Friday. Even Peak literally made a statement about this, which I thought was really funny. So, Hollow Knight Silksong had people grasping at any news. During the show, it was revealed that the game would be released this year, while some gameplay of the anticipated game was shown off. Hollow Knight Silksong will release on September 4th.
So soon.
Now, uh, huh?
That's so soon. Like the fact they're just like, hey, you've been
I thought you
wondering
said I
for
thought you were correcting me on Silksong.
no, 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 no. Sorry, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
No,
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 it's
no.
just like
No,
I'm
no, it's okay.
impressed that they're like, hey, finally you wanted news? Well, guess what? It's gonna be here before you fucking know it because it's coming out in like 2 weeks. That's crazy.
Well, and if you think about it, with the news that we have coming up, it'll make sense why this is coming out so soon.
True.
But I do find it really funny. When I went on Peak, they were like, "Hey, play our game for the next couple of weeks because we know that you're going to be jumping into Silksong soon." And
That's cute.
I
That's
that's why I
cute.
thought it was so great.
That's
Yeah.
really funny.
It was so awesome. All right, so let us know, guys, what games are you super excited to check out that you saw during opening night? Let us know in the chat. Let us know. Uh, yeah, just let us know anywhere you want
Yes,
to.
let us know. We want to hear from you. But
Yes.
for now, until then, we are gonna go on a very short break because I already need more water, guys. I've every time these trailers have been up, I've been chugging my water. So much talking today. But with that being said, we're gonna go on a short break, and when we return, we have even more Gamescom announcements, trailers, everything to show you. So there's a lot more coming up. There's even news about the Asus the Asus Xbox Ally X. We have stuff from the Future Games Show. We even have awesome indie shows and reveals from all of those. So please, stick around. We'll be back momentarily, and we're going to be diving into more Gamescom content. All right, everybody, welcome back. So, our coverage of Gamescom continues as we take a closer look at some of the other big news and games we saw throughout the week.
Yeah. So
So, yeah, sorry.
one piece of news that was the big release date announcement for the Asus Xbox Ally X. The handheld will be available on October 16th, but while we will be able to get our hands on either the Xbox Ally or the Xbox Ally X, there is no price revealed yet. Leaks suggest that the Ally will be around $699 US dollars and the Xbox Ally X will be $1,049 US dollars.
And while Microsoft was supposed to announce pricing and the release date information, they decided to hold off on the price. That delay and in information could be related to the leaks or ongoing uncertainty with the US tariffs. But D Labs reported the Xbox Ally could be priced at 549 and 99 cents, in terms of the US dollars, and the Xbox Ally X could be priced at 899 and 99 cents as well. So, let us know, what do you think about those prices, and are you thinking about getting your hands on one of these Xbox handheld devices?
If I could pay it off, totally doing it.
Fair. I really
Like if I
want
could
like
pay
a
it off,
full I want a full breakdown of comparing every single one out there. I'm really curious about the PlayStation one, if that's going to
mhm,
happen. Like, part of me almost wants to hold off until we get a PlayStation announcement so I can really
right.
weigh all the options.
Right. No, I understand. But as you can see, the October 16th release now makes more sense with Silksong, as I was alluding to earlier,
Yeah,
as to why the Silksong is being released earlier so that when this gets released, it's available
yeah, for sure.
immediately. I honestly though, for me, I'm like, let me know when it starts releasing. Like I can start pre-ordering that kind of stuff because I am curious. Because if there's pre-orders where I can get them on, like basically through, like let's say Best Buy, like that would be very helpful because then I could just do like a pay it off kind of thing,
Yeah.
a little pay plan going on. I am interested in it though because I've seen a lot of videos showing how does it work between if you want to get from Xbox to the PC side of it. And so the PC side is like basically the same thing. You'll just log in, but you'll use like your code and put that in instead of like a long password. So if you have a PIN, you'll just put that
Oh.
into it. And then it kind of just loads up like normal, which is really interesting. I want to see though, like if I go on the PC side of it, does it pull other things that I have? And that would be interesting to see. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see how it plays out and how it does against Nintendo because we know, Nintendo has already dropped theirs. So I'm curious to see how
That
it
is
does
true.
against Nintendo. And even like the Steam, the Valve one that's
Hmm.
out there.
Yeah, the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't all that happened this week for
Oh
Gamescom.
gosh, no. No, there was so much going on. All right, so the Future Games Show showed off over 70 games on August 20th during Gamescom 2025. Now we're going to show off some of the games that stood out to us and Morgan is going to kick it all off.
Sure am. Sure am. All
She's
right.
like, "Yes."
So, the first game we want to show you from the showcase is 1348 EX Voto.
or 1348
I
like the
know.
year.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which way they did it. So 1348 EX Voto. I second guessed myself when reading it. I am sorry. So,
That's okay.
what is this game? Well, it's a game where you'll journey through a tumultuous medieval Italy as Eta, a young knight errant who sets off a brutal quest, who sets off on a brutal quest to find and save her closest one. 1348 EX Voto is a cinematic action adventure game inspired by chivalric tales. It will release on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2026. So another potentially big release for 2026 because it does look
I love
really
that it's a
really good.
female.
I do too. I love that we're getting a female knight. That's badass.
Hmm.
Love that.
Yeah. It's gonna that one's one that I want to keep an eye on too
Me
for
too.
when it comes out next year because I think that's gonna be a contender when we get to closer to like the game awards and everything for next year, not this year.
Hmm.
So I'm really excited to see how that is. I also want to see the gameplay of it. I want to see how smooth it is. Do I like it? Is it something that like works for me? I know it's a single player
How
game,
is
but
it?
I
How
feel like
Souls like is it? Like,
yeah, yeah. Like, is it more Souls like or is it more like you play and then you level up RPG kind of style? I like the
yeah,
RPG kind of styles. I don't mind the roguelites because the roguelites you still get to upgrade yourself.
yeah.
It's the souls that I'm like,
My
ugh.
immediate thought is from what I've seen, like, because it looks like there's some puzzles in it. I would assume it's gonna
Yeah.
play a little bit more RPG style, kind of like what we see for our like. How do I want to put it? I would expect it to look a little closer to like God of War, or
Hmm.
maybe a bit of like Avowed. So
Yeah.
just from like the current look I'm getting at it,
Yeah.
it's my
I
best
like this
guess.
next one though. This next one is adorable.
Oh my gosh, this
Um
one's so cute.
I love this one. So, in this poetic cinematic platformer, a runaway boy meets a fawn. As their bond grows, so do their abilities and the emotional weight of their journey, where silence speaks louder than words. Dear and Boy is coming to PC and consoles in early 2026, and it is such a cute looking game in a good way, not in a bad way. I would totally play this game.
It has me scared
Why?
because I think I'm gonna cry. I have a feeling
Oh.
it's gonna make me cry.
I was like, "Why are you scared?"
It's gonna make me cry. I know it, but it looks really cute.
Okay.
I've I've added it to my wish list. I cannot wait for this one.
She's
This one
like, "I'm
looks
gonna
so.
add it to my wish list, but it makes me cry."
It's gonna make me cry, and I know it.
No, I think it's gonna be a good story. I think I don't see it being scary. I think I see it
Yeah,
being more like a good journey.
I could see it having some thriller aspects to it, though. Just like oh shoot, what is that Fox game called? Is it Endling? Yeah, Endling, which is where you're like the foxes, like the fox mother, and you're trying to like find your cubs and stuff like that. Your pups, sorry.
Mm,
And it's like it's not a scary game, but it does like it's suspenseful, and I could see this being
yeah.
kind of that vibe. It's not scary, but it has like that thriller suspenseful bit of like, are we gonna be okay? Is the deer gonna be okay? That kind of thing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
the attachment is going to be real. But in terms, since this is
I
a game,
like this next game too. This
I
next
do
game that
too.
I
I
already
do
added the
too.
demo to my wish list and everything. I already got the
I
demo
did.
added.
I did too. I'm really excited for this next one. This one was announced at a fest a few months ago, and it's been kind of on my
Mhm.
radar since then. So, with that being said, what game are we talking about? Well, we're talking about Dark Switch. So this is a vertical survival city builder. So you build a city on a great tree and defend it against the fog. So you'll face challenges of limited real estate, sacrifice uh sorry, scarce resources, not sacrifice resources, but you'll have scarce resources and tough moral choices as you seek to uncover the mysteries of the veil. The tree provides, the tree protects, and the tree prevails. So, Dark Switch is coming to PC, and there is a demo available on Steam. So, as we both said, we already have it in like that demo added. So, if you want to check out this game, go ahead and add it as well. Go to Steam, add in that to your library, and enjoy. I'm really, really intrigued and excited by this one.
I just want to see how the building is. Like
Agreed.
I greatly like building I even it's so weird. I do like some management games, Like this is kind of like managing in a way because you have to
Hmm.
manage your resources, all that stuff, right? But it has to be done correctly. It can't be overwhelming. Like this doesn't come off overwhelming, which is nice. It's got a good balance to itself. And so I think it's also going to have a good storyline to it as well. And I think overall
Which
I think it's
is
going to be
a
a good
nice
game.
change for like one of those
Mhm.
city builders or like, the tower defenses. Not all of them have like nice stories to them. So not that they
Right.
feel like aimless, but they just kind of like, okay, you're in to like do the stuff and to enjoy your experience rather than, oh, you're here to learn the story and to really uncover stuff.
Right. All right. So check out this next game that I have for you guys. It is called Lost Rift. It's a first person survival extraction shooter that blends co op, PvE, base building with high stakes multiplayer expeditions. Adventure across a vast archipelago, solo or in teams of up to 5. Craft gear, build bases, defeat raiders, and become legendary. Lost Rift launches into early access on Steam on September 25th. This one also looks like a game that you and I and the rest of us would all play together.
On the
It's
wish
like
list already.
tactical. It's like tactical, but like not overly tactical.
Yeah, like it's multiplayer. That checks a box. There's crafting. Oh, another box checked. There's survival. We love our survival games. It looks like it has a fun adventure. There looks like to be mysteriousness and weird shit happening. So I'm very very intrigued to dive into Lost Rift. I think that'll be a very good time.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I'm prepping the next trailer for us. Alrighty, guys.
A lot of tabs, guys.
Y'all, I had 42 tabs open for this live show. It's a lot of tabs. Alrighty. Reverse the siege. Liberate Bastion. Defend against evil hordes. Reclaim lost powers. Rebuild ancient ruins and adapt your tactics to break to break the Ever Siege. A top-down action strategy roguelite where choices shape every run. Playable solo or up to 3 players in its co-op mode. This game is coming to early access in the fall of 2025, so not too much longer. I really like the visuals. I think it's a really cute like it's a cute visual game. Cuz I'm usually not like one of the fight the horde kind of gamers, but I like
Yeah.
how this game like artistically looks.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Smite, but like without the Smite end to it, if
I
that
could see
makes
that.
sense.
I could
Yeah.
totally see that.
So with the horde aspect of not having to fight against somebody else on the other team, I do think it's going to be a good game. I'm curious to see when it comes out what it like is there going to be. I mean, it's coming out soon in the fall. So, but I'm curious if to see if this game will come up on like Steam Next Fest or something like that,
Ooh,
where we
maybe,
can like try it
maybe.
out. It could,
I could see that.
yeah. This next one is one that actually is really cute too, and I have already put it on my demo list of games. So it's called Beware Monsters Are Coming. Um, in this tower survivor roguelite, you protect an ever-moving city from unrelenting hordes. Gather resources, fortify defenses, and boost potential through enhances player progression. You will you reach the arc. Monsters Are Coming is coming to PC later this year, but there is a demo available now on Steam. I like this aspect because it is like a tower defense at the same time, but it's a roguelite and like it gives you a good like round for the game. Like it's well rounded overall.
Mhm. Absolutely. Well, let's get a little spooky up in here because on Halloween night 1978, no one is safe from Michael Myers. So become the boogeyman or fight back against the face of evil itself in Halloween. The game is an immersive, stealth based horror game and is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2026. Now, I know KP is excited for this game, and I'm really, really intrigued by it because thinking of like the stealth based horror game kind of makes me think of games like The Last of Us, because that's very stealth based. So I'm very intrigued to see how this game is going to play, what its mechanics are going to be like.
I love the fact that this game literally, if you're watching the trailer right now,
Hmm.
it is pretty identical to the movie right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. The fact that they were able to almost do shot for shot of everything. And normally I hate shot for shot, right? Normally I'm like against it. But for something like this that's so iconic and everything, like this is just amazing that they did something like this. And I'm curious to see, like, do you play as Michael Myers or do you play as uh one of the other characters in the game?
Right. I'm very intrigued to see how that's going to work. Who do you want to play as? Who do you hope it's
Um,
for? Like, I guess, which side of it do you hope it's from?
I kind of hope it's from Michael Myers' standpoint. It probably won't be, or
I
maybe a
agree
mix.
with you.
I don't know.
That's what I want as well.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah. I
that's a
kind of
little
want to see from his
sadistic of
point.
us, but but I think that'd be sick.
That would be sick. I also love the fact of, like, I feel like it's finally a Michael Myers Halloween done right. Like, we've
Hmm.
seen Michael Myers, his character in they did it in um they brought his character in that one game. Oh shoot, that Dreaded plays all the time.
Oh,
Um
Dead by Daylight.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I was like, dang it, I knew that it was like right there. Yeah, they brought his character in there, and I know they used him as like he's a killer, he's one that you can choose, but it does feel like a lot of times, like, these characters that we see are kind of like one-offs, like one-off games. Like they did Friday the 13th, that game. And that game was
Hmm.
like not very good. People were like, meh, it wasn't the best kind of thing. So I'm hoping that this is like
Yeah.
actually we're sitting back and we're saying yes. I mean, if they're taking an aspect of how they're doing Indiana Jones and
Mm.
everything, I think
Yeah.
this is a very smart move because Indiana Jones is very iconic too. And I think these are very iconic to choose Halloween. And it would be cool if, like, it's like you start off with the first one, the first movie, right? And then maybe there's a DLC, or maybe it's a second game and it's the next movie. Like that would just be cool, just to go down the line of all the movies. I would be stoked for it.
Nice. I like it. I
And then we'll
like
do
it.
Predator and Alien and do those as also the same way.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right, this next one is a sequel. So, Caroline Walker returns in the sequel to the award winning survival horror classic. Explore the decaying remains of the secluded Villa Hess. Use improvised weapons to confront terrifying creatures. And bend the fabric of reality to save your sister from a twisted cult. Tormented Souls 2 releases on October 23rd, and there is a demo available on Steam. The first one, Tormented Souls, also has a demo available, if you want to check it out. And it is also on sale until September 3rd as well. And I think it's like $2.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I like how they did this one because it is puzzly. It's not first person, it's third person, but it's like not top down either. It's not like a full top down. It's more like back a little bit. But I do
Okay.
think it's
Okay.
interesting. I did put the demos on my, library. So I might jump into them just to see what they're like, see if I like them and stuff like that. But yeah, if you haven't checked them out, now is the time. The first one's on sale for like a big hefty discount, which is really cool.
That is awesome. Well, diving back into some mythology stuff because I love it. You know. So this is an innovative Extraction RPG set in an afterlife where mythology is real and the gods are dead. So fight through PvPvE, story mode, or co-op PvP to claim valuable loot and bring balance to the Shattered Realms. With high stakes, extraction, and deep hack and slash combat, every run is actually a test of skill. You can sign up for a playtest on Steam for Gods, Death, and Reapers. There currently is no release date just yet, though. But visually, this looks pretty cool. You
I
said
did.
earlier you tested this out, right?
I did. Yeah. So I actually played this yesterday, last night, on my personal stream. Um, it is very interesting. I will say for the playtest, I don't like that it is the PvPvE version of it because to me, I'm like, no, I want to play like the story mode. I just want to be in the story. Like, don't have people come and
Is it
murder
like too
me.
much
That I
going
don't.
on for like the playtest?
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to just play test out the PvPvE part of it right now, over the other parts because I think they've already understand that they've got those parts down. Like they know how they want to probably do like the story mode and all that stuff.
Sure.
Um, I will do a review on this, so we'll have a full breakdown of the whole game itself. But I will say this, if you go on Steam and you look at it, and before you click on the page, it does say it's going to be free.
Oh, interesting. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, little side things you find out when you start searching. I do like it though. I'm curious to see what other stuff they're going to add to it. The voice actor for the Reaper, like Death
Yeah.
himself is like got this like interesting cadence about him
Oh,
where he's got I really like his character and how they kind of portray him even though he's like he's not good. He's evil, right? Um, but I do think if you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's definitely got its own bones to it. No pun intended.
good to know. Good to know. Now, I will be honest though, I am very excited for this next one you're about to talk
Oh
about.
my god, this next one is so cute and I love it.
So
So
excited.
check out this next one, guys. It's called Witchspire. It's a survival crafting adventure in a world brimming with magic and peril. Befriend and battle creatures and conjure up a sanctuary alongside other witches in co-op or single player, which is my favorite co-op. Witchspire is coming to early access on PC in 2026, and I'm excited for it. I've already wishlisted this one as well.
Me too.
Um, I'm curious to see what like character customization you get with it because I feel like you would have to, especially with the fact of like having multiple people in it with you. I don't know how many people can be on your team, but I also love the fact that you can befriend creatures.
I think this is so
I would
cute.
have
Like
so
just
many.
the animation and like art style for this is so
Cool.
stinking cute. Like,
Right?
ah, I love it.
I do too.
Cannot wait.
I was like, "Can it be out already?"
Right though? It's like, give it to me now, please.
That's right. Give it to me
I don't
now.
want to wait until 2026. Are you kidding me?
No. Right.
How dare? Well, this next one I have to talk about is also one I find very intriguing because, just the timeline of which it's set into. If I want to be a little stereotypical, it's
Mm,
fine. But,
almost like I knew to give it to you to read.
oh, But guys, it's actually a turn-based game set in Viking Age Norway. So build a settlement, forge alliances, and fight strategic battles. Manage a community of craftspeople, farmers, and warriors as you grow strong on your path to vengeance in this story-rich saga. So Norse Oath of Blood is coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S actually later this year. This is one I'm definitely interested in. I know Grim will probably be very interested in this one as well. No surprise. But no, it looks really good. I'm excited to see what type of what the guts of this game really is.
I mean, the character customization is interesting. You can actually create what you want your armor to look like, stuff like that, which you saw in the trailer. Um, yeah, I just think this is something that I was definitely like, oh, Morgan would like this. I mean, I know
Um,
others who would, but Morgan would like this. I don't know how you would like turn-based though. You'll have to see if you like that part of it.
so it depends. I don't dislike turn-based games. It just depends on the pacing because just like obviously, for example, Dungeons and Dragons, that's where the biggest slog fest of it all happens. But on the flip side, I love Divinity, the Divinity series. So
Hmm.
Divinity Original Sin series, as well as Baldur's Gate 3. So and those are all turn-based games. Um I definitely let me see here because I have the Steam page up right now. It is single player. That's the only downside. I usually like
Right.
my um turn-based games as multiplayer because at least during the downtime I have someone to chit chat with and it's like less
Right.
okay waiting. But it is what it is. I am definitely intrigued by this one nonetheless.
Okay.
This next one is
Well, this
cute as
next one, we keep finding all the cute ones. All right. Embark on a whimsical adventure with a capybara pup and a clever crow as they set off to find their way home. Sniff, dig, and fly as you explore a vibrant world brimming with wonder, challenges, and heartwarming friendship at every turn. Cappy Castaway is coming soon to PC, but there is also a demo on Steam, which I already put on my library.
no surprise.
I know.
This looks so
I
stinking
love
cute.
it. Just looks like silly cute, you know? Like you're just chilling with your crow.
It's so cute. Oh my god, I can't.
It's a good little cute game to have if you are into that kind of stuff and you want to
Yeah, I
have
think
like
it's one
animals
of
and
those
stuff.
like good ones for like, oh, I want something light to play tonight. Something that I want a game, but I don't want to play one of the really heavier or harder games that I have or darker
Hmm.
games. I just want something really simple, really light and fun. It's a good game for that for sure.
Well, I also think it would make a really good like if you are a big person, like let's say you're a streamer and you're really big into doing story type games, like that could have a really good story behind it. So
Yeah,
something to
I
think about.
completely agree. Absolutely.
This next one I know you're excited about too.
Oh yeah, I am. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie over here. All right, guys, beat the devil at his own game. Because the Killing Stone is a deck building card battler wrapped in a 17th century folk horror narrative. So, clean the sins of a cursed family by bargaining against a series of demons and outwitting the devil himself. The Killing Stone features the team behind the Magic Circle, which also features voice actors from the actual play sensation Critical Role. So definitely worth checking that out. And it is coming to PC very soon.
It's an interesting game. I'd be curious to see what the gameplay is like. I have a hard time with deck builders only because like you said, with turn based, it's like you get that slog in between where it's like, okay, I played my cards, now I wait and I wait. Okay, I can play my cards again. Okay, now I wait. Like that whole thing that happens. But
Yeah, I do get that. I don't play a lot of deck
yeah.
builders, but there's this one and one coming in later down our game selections that I am actually really intrigued in that happen to like have that deck building side of the game. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I get it. I get it. But
So you guys, let us know from the Future Games showcase, what games did you see that stood out to you? And let us know in the comments.
yeah, we
We
want to
would
hear
love to
from
know.
you. What games stood out for you? Obviously, there were 70 games. We didn't show all of them. Uh,
No, there was too many to go through. I was like,
but even if
Morgan, how much time do we want to take up today?
I want to eat.
I was waiting for you to say that. I'm hungry.
I already have a hunger headache going right now because I didn't eat breakfast.
I didn't either.
Anyway.
Yay.
But guys, the next showcase that actually happened during Gamescom 2025 was the awesome indie showcase. So if you're the indie game fans out there, like we are because we love our indie games,
Oh my gosh,
the
amazing.
showcase was great. So from small gems to big indie newcomers, the Awesome Indies show brought a wealth of fresh indie game announcements that we're really excited to share with you. Plenty of which I am or have already added to my wish list. But let's go ahead and start off with the announcement of Grind Survivors. This is one I think you'll like, KP. So this is a
Oh my god, I'm sold. I'm
fast-paced.
done. I'm sold. I don't even need to. I don't even. I'm done. I'm sold. Let me
So
go find this now.
this is a fast-paced action roguelike where towering demon hunters battle endless waves of hellish enemies. It features brutal it features a brutal bullet hell combat, dynamic character builds, and procedurally generated loot and weapons. So it blends the thrill of survival gameplay with deep looter shooter progression in a scorched demon infested world. So it will be coming to PC sometime in 2026. And I promise y'all, if there is a demo out, if a demo
There's a
eventually
playtest.
comes out, or
There's a playtest.
there's a playtest already. I was about to say you're gonna see KP playing it. Guess what, guys? There's a playtest. So if she gets access to that playtest, watch
I
out
already
to our
did. I
to our
already installed
YouTube.
it. It's good. We're good. I've already installed it. I
Watch
can play
out to our
from.
YouTube, guys, because there's gonna be a review coming of that playtest from KP. As soon as I
I
saw
already looked
this,
and I was like,
as soon
"There's
as
a
I
playtest."
saw this game, I was like, I have to put this in here because KP's gonna lose her shit.
It's kind of like when I went through mine. I was like, Morgan, Morgan, Morgan.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks awesome. It looks just like a good mixture of like a lot of the ones that I play. I love that it's got this really cool like fast pace to it. And I think I'm curious to see how they do the skill parts of it. So the reason I love these is because every skill has been different based on the game
Mhm.
that you play. And so I get really enthralled and engrossed in like how they do the skills for it. Like the one that Rob actually showed me, which I bought. Was the Ascar one. They do their
Nice.
skills differently in that one compared to like I bought Berserk and that one's different. So I'm highly excited to see how this one is. And I love comparing them and understanding. And there's oh my god, you can actually get like like the different guns that you can get. There's so much to this. Okay, we'll have to dive into this later.
Oh my god, literally your face of when you saw whatever the fuck you just saw, I was just like you falling in love. Like, oh my god.
Sorry, Toby.
Oh my goodness, I'm
I'm cheating
dying.
on you with the game.
Not
He's
those
not even
dating
listening.
sims. No, I'm kidding.
He's not even listening. It's fine.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right. Okay, this next one is called Storied Life Tabitha. In this cozy narrative game about memory, legacy, discovery, and joy, you arrive at the house of someone close who has recently passed away. Pick through items that made up this person's life. You'll choose what stories you want to tell from their past using the belongings they left behind. A Storied Life Tabitha does not have a release date as of yet, but as you can see, it is a very cute, more
So
simpler
cozy.
game.
It looks
Yes,
it
kind of more
reminds
on the
me a lot of
cozy
unpacking. But in this case
side.
you are packing things up. Um and
Yeah.
it just looks it's one of those games like unpacking was a game that I did just to like kill time. It's something I didn't stream, was just simple and that's how I feel about this one. So,
Yeah.
super cute.
I think it's interesting too that you get to choose which items you want to keep, pack away, throw away, like all that stuff.
I
Kind of reminds
absolutely
me of like me
absolutely
just
agree.
doing spring cleaning.
Absolutely agree. So, next up for you, I have a game where you build a city on the back of a space whale and you learn to coexist as you journey through the stars. So, you
This is
manage
so cool.
intricate supply chains and the needs of your people as you build outposts, meet aliens, and uncover the mysteries of the universe. So Beyond These Stars will actually arrive in early access in 2025.
There's a demo.
There is a demo.
Sorry, I have to say that.
Guys, she's
'Cause I
adding it.
just
She's adding it right now.
well, it reminds me of the other one, the Clover one where you ride on a whale that's in the water, or it's like
Yeah,
a
I could see that.
it's not a whale, but it's like oh my gosh, what is it? It says there's a demo, but I don't see oh, there's a download button. I see the download button. I found it.
She found it, y'all.
Um I found the buttons. But where's my demos? Let's see. It reminds me of the Collector's Cove, where it's like instead of a whale in the sky, it's
Hmm.
a
A whale
I
in the
don't know what
water,
it is. It's not a whale. It's like a
an
sea
aquatic
creature of some
creature.
form. Yeah.
Okay,
And you
okay,
build on
okay.
its back and you have like a house to live on and everything. So kind of like that. Or the Wandering Village. Have you seen that one? Kind of
Yes, I
similar to
have seen
that
that one.
too.
I have seen that one.
Yeah. So very similar vibes I get with that
I'm
in the two games.
very nice, very nice. Now, this next game we have that you have to read, I think is one you'd really like.
What's it Souls like?
I know, but I at the very least think that you would like the kind of the art style.
Okay, so be open-minded is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Light Odyssey is a Souls-like boss rush where every battle is a test of mastery. You play as Bandy and fight to restore light to a world consumed by shadows. Face off against towering colossal in three deadly faces that demand precision, patience, and adaptation. Light Odyssey plans to release sometime in 2025, but until then, a demo just dropped on Steam. What do I play as? What am I?
You're like the little creature thing named Bandy. Like here, let me go back to the beginning of the trailer for you so you can see what she looks like. This is Bandy.
Aw, it looks like Bendy.
I could see that. I could totally see that.
I would try it. I would. I mean, I'm not a huge Souls-like person, but I would
The
definitely
reason I
give
said
it a
that I thought
whirl.
you'd like this is like the art style. I thought it looked cute and
Yeah.
it could be up your vibe for sure.
Well, that demo just dropped.
Sure did, sure did. Now, this next one, I want to
Are
play
you a
with.
cow? Wait, are you a cow? Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
those are its horns. I don't know. I'm very confused because it was like the little black parts. It was like squinting those, but then it had the two lights that came up, and I was like,
Mm.
"Wait, is that the nose?" Then I'm so confused.
Well, I want to let y'all know right now. This next one, I really want to play with the gang, like with the whole crew. Anybody who wants to dive into this game, I want to get this game and stream it with everybody. So, with that being said, this is a survival exploration game where you navigate through a puzzly, handcrafted dungeon with Metroidvania and crafting elements. So unravel the enigmas of the dungeon's depths solo or an online co-op multiplayer. This is Deep Dish Dungeon and its release date is yet to be announced. But I think this would be a really, really fun game for a group of friends to play. I really want to dive into it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And the art style is
It
very
gives me a
different
little
for
bit
what I would
of
play.
that tavern, Ale and Tavern, because in Ale and Tavern you do go into a dungeon
Oh,
and
okay.
everything. Yeah, there's no puzzles, but you do go into a dungeon.
And you know
I would
Dan
be
loves
down to
his
play it.
puzzles.
Oh, we do know Dan loves his puzzles.
Dan loves his puzzles,
Don't get me started on that boy and his puzzles.
guys. So yeah, that is actually a game that I'm quite excited about.
I will add it to my wish list. Sorry, I'm doing this all as we're going through and playing.
You were fine. I get it.
Also, I couldn't find the the demo for Light Odyssey. It says it's there, but it's not showing up, which is weird. I'll let you look into that
Or
while I
Light Odyssey? Oh, I'll look into that for you.
yeah. It's so weird. I'm like, I see it, but it doesn't show me that it's there.
How dare it?
I
We'll
know.
find
I'm
it though.
like,
We'll
how am I
find
supposed to play it?
it.
Okay, we'll find it. All right, this next one is an unexpected assassination attempt leaves you wounded and fleeing across no man's land. Um, to survive in this roguelite, low fantasy tactical RPG, you must recruit strategically, fight desperately, and repent sincerely. Lost in the open plans to release sometime yet in 2025 and has a demo available on Steam. This gives me a little bit of like the
For the
Kingdom
king.
game that we yeah, for the king. Yeah.
I agree. That's what I thought too when I saw this. Just to
Interesting take on the
quickly
game.
jump back, I do
Yeah,
not
no worries.
find there is no Light Odyssey demo. Though shows up on Steam, I don't it's not on the page. It doesn't even have its own individual page when trying to click on this demo page. I wonder if there is a demo coming and it just hasn't
Oh,
released yet.
maybe.
And
Yeah,
it's an accidental oops, you're not supposed to see this yet.
well, fix your sheet.
Mm.
Oh my god, this next one I wish they dropped a freaking demo. They had people play it
I wish they had a demo
at
as
the
well.
freaking thing. And apparently some other people had like beta testing for it that I've seen and I'm like, ah, let me play it.
Well, as she says all that, guys, I start this next section saying, this next one, KP and I are both excited for. All right,
I'm
y'all. That game is called Outbound. So you build your own home on wheels and live sustainably off grid. Craft workstations and power supplies. Source energy from the sun, wind, or water. Upgrade and customize your vehicle. Grow crops and explore a colorful world with up to 4 players. Now, there is no release date as of yet. And as you heard, there's no demo either, but Outbound's Steam page does say coming soon. Now, you recently did the demo of a camper van. I'm blanking on the full name, but like a camping van
oh,
game that where like you kind of like set it all up, and this to me is like the next level of that and like the type of like decorating camping van game that we want.
yes. Well,
I'm
this is the game that I've been like, come on, give
I
me my
know.
game.
Me too.
Because it's
I'm genuinely so excited. See, this trailer now says it's coming out the first half of 2026. Hmm.
I believe that's true though, because that I know so I'm in their Discord channel and they
Yeah.
are constantly posting and everything. So I think it is coming out first half of next year for this. Um I think because it is supposed to come out on Xbox and on PC. I don't know if it's coming out on PlayStation or Nintendo, but I know it's at least supposed to come out on those. So
Nice, nice. Well,
I think they just have it as coming soon because they haven't had a chance to change anything due to the fact that they've been at Gamescom.
that's probably it. And that's
Yeah.
understandable as well. But this next one, girl, whoo I genuinely, you're gonna like this next one.
Okay. All right. Good Boy is a cozy, heartwarming,
Oh no!
ecosystem
Wait, hold
driven.
on.
No,
Sorry, my stupid mouse double clicked and closed the trailer on me. Okay, please continue. I have it fixed.
Good Boy is a cozy, heartwarming, ecosystem driven Metrovanian. Take control of Lakia space rover, capture and research alien creatures, complete quests for the other rovers, and forge a bond with your new human friend as you uncover the ancient mysteries of the planet Terria 2. Good Boy's release date is yet to be announced. Yeah, I would totally play this. Let's find out if there's a demo.
I don't think there's a demo on
Morgan's
this one.
You don't know.
I
There's
mean, I've
not.
already added it to my wish list, so you know. No, this one I'm also really interested in. I think this is a really cute game. This
I
looks
guess
like
is
a
it.
good
Okay.
time.
Oh, and I love that the games that it's similar to is Pal World and Schedule One.
Perfect.
Right?
Those are so similar to one
Cool.
another.
Very similar. They make sense.
Oh my goodness. All right, so next up is Carolyn. So this is a rare 3D immersive sim dungeon crawler with RPG and adventure elements inspired by the Ultimate Dungeon classics. So hunting a demon, you'll
You
fall into
fell.
the depths. Sorry. Is hunting a demon, you fell into the depths of wow. Hunting a demon, you fell into the abyss of an old mine. Equip yourself, fight creatures, solve quests, uncover secrets, and find a way out. Honestly, I really like how this visually looks. It looks really interesting. I'm
Mhm.
definitely intrigued by this because it gives me kind of like the opening, like Oblivion Elder Scroll vibes. Warning, there are spiders. So with that being
Kind of
said,
figured there would be.
yeah, yeah. With that being said, though, this is actually one I would be I'm pretty intrigued to test out. I think
Yeah,
it
it definitely
looks
has
cute.
like spider realm all over it to me.
Yeah, this one just as a heads up. I don't believe has or no, it might have a Steam page. Let me check. Yeah,
I
it
think it's
does.
single
It
player
does.
too, right?
That's what I was curious. I'm double checking that right now. Yeah, it is single player, but
Yeah.
I do find it really interesting. I like the art style and how they crafted and like made their environments. I think they look really nice.
Mhm. Yeah, it definitely has that Oblivion feel to it for sure. And I can see you playing it. You played the other one, Avowed, and that was very similar feel too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. This next one
All
sounds
right.
fun.
Build the resurrection business of your dreams with Syntopia. You are charged with managing the
Bureaucratic.
bureaucratic, oh my god, brain,
I got you.
administration of hell. Your team of imp employees punishes the dead souls for their sins, generating a profit to help you build and sustain your hellish empire. Syntopia is coming soon to early access on September 4th, but currently has a demo available on Steam.
It's kind of a
This is
fun,
hilarious.
unique thing. I love the concept.
It reminds me of Blood Bar Tycoon.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Um, Very similar, like, it just has that similar vibe. So, like,
Okay.
Blood Bar Tycoon is you build a bar, you manage it, right? And then you build a profit based on supplying them and creating, like, a blood bank to, like, supply to the vampires, but you have humans also that come and drink. So
Yeah.
it's like that same kinda thing, like, you wanna build your bar empire. This one, you wanna build your, uh, administration. I
Your
was like, "What am I
your
made
sin administration,
Syntopia.
your Synthopia.
That's right. It's cool, I would totally check it out.
Yeah, yeah, me too. It looks interesting. Well, you guys, you know how I said that there was another deck builder down the line that I said I was
Mhm.
actually interested in? So that's actually this next one. So this is Arcane Eats. It is a rogue like deck builder with a delicious twist. Think like a master chef. Balance resources as you strategically combo ingredients to subdue hungry hordes. Recruit a legendary kitchen crew and rise through the heroic cooking guilds before the hunger consumes us all. There sadly is no release date yet for Arcane Eats, but this is a game I definitely want to check out when it's available. They also have
Oh, yeah, I
a
definitely saw. Of
character named Guy Fairy, and it
course
makes me
there
crack
is.
up.
Yeah, I saw this one, I think this one's a cute one, and it brings a different aspect to card building because
I absolutely agree with that.
it's not your typical. Yeah. I think you would like it.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in checking this one out for sure.
Alright,
Now,
another game Morgan and I are excited for is wait, how do you say it?
esoteric.
Esor Esoteric Ebb. I was like, "What?"
I got you. It's been a while since we've talked about this one.
Yeah, it has been. It's a single player choice where choices matter role playing game. Inspired by the freedom of tabletop adventures, unravel a political conspiracy with your goblin sidekick. Roll dice in the tense encounters and become a cleric of legends or completely ruin the campaign. Esoteric Ebb has no release date as of yet, but as you can see, definitely looks like a fun game.
I'm so excited for this game. Like it looks I know I've been saying that a lot, but this is one that I think takes a very different look at the dice rolling adventure. And
Mhm.
I'm very intrigued by it, and I genuinely want to dive into it and see if it's going to be the type of adventure I want it to be.
What I like too is it also has that customization where you get to feel like you build your own character as how you want them to look, as you
Absolutely.
saw in there. Like it's not
Absolutely.
just you know, here's your character and this is it. You get to actually have that ability to see
Mhm.
like I want my character to look this way. I think it'll be a good one to check out definitely. And I'm surprised there's no demo for it. I thought
Not
like
yet.
there
I
should have
keep
been.
checking for it. Genuinely. I hope
Well,
a demo comes out for Esoteric Ebb.
apparently somebody's played it, and it could be a developer
Yeah,
who's played it.
it could be the devs.
Yeah. Maybe next maybe the next Steep Fest that we have going on
Fingers
soon.
crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Now,
Always.
I want to switch things up on you. I know
Oh,
that I
okay.
have the next game written for me to read,
Mhm.
but I'm actually going
Oh.
to have you read it cuz I want you to be able to watch the next game that I originally gave to you.
Oh, the last one. Okay. I was
Oh,
like, what?
look. Owen just entered the office. Hello,
All right.
Owen.
Land on the battlefields of the Middle Eastern front of World War One. Gallipoli brings the most authentic World War One first-person shooter battles yet, with desert warfare, beach landings, historical classes, and realistic weaponry. Gallipoli plans to release sometime in 2026. Now, this game does actually look really good for the fact that it's a World War One game.
Agreed.
We don't really see a lot of
We
not
mostly see
historically accurate.
we see a lot of World War II games, not a lot of
Yeah,
World War One.
right. I mean, World War One does. I feel like for our generations, World War Two has been one that has been a pivotal part of our history in general. World War One was a pivotal part, but it feels very glossed over in the sense. There's a lot of interesting things that happened during World War One that led to World War Two.
Yes.
And I think this is great.
Absolutely.
And I like that we get to see like all of it kind of in this game. So kudos
Yeah.
to them. I like that.
Yeah. If Tyler's in chat, he's a big war game guy. You could
Oh, nice.
see him enjoying that one for sure. Now, the next one I want to read for you, which is our last game for the awesome indie show that happened during Gamescom, is one I want you to look at because I think you'd really like this game. I think it might be up your alley, so I want to give you the avenue to be able to watch the trailer.
There's a demo, so I'll probably go find it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, guys, this game is Starbirds. So this is a relaxing asteroid base building and resource management game. You'll discover and mine countless asteroids, create production networks, and guide your flocks of spacefaring birds to new interstellar horizons. Starbirds plans to release sometime this year and currently has a demo available to play on Steam. So this is one I think you might be a fan of, KP.
It's just so cute. It's just so adorably
It's
cute.
really cute.
Oh, look,
Uh,
they found toucan.
whoop whoop.
That's so cute. Tubby would probably like this too.
Yeah, I think
He's literally
that's
playing he's literally playing with beavers right now.
oh my goodness. That is definitely one though I think you will really, really like. With that being said, though, everybody, what games are you looking forward to checking out when they release later this year or maybe even next year? Let us know. We want to know what games are standing out to you from the Gamescom event and which ones you want to check out because maybe we'll check them out too.
I'm surprised you didn't notice that I already had it on my wish list.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. It was the last one I
It's
wrote,
really
so you know.
no, it's fine. It's just funny. I'm like, oh, I already have it. The demo's new. I
I'm
didn't know
just
about the demo.
reminding you. You know,
See,
I'm
that's
reminding
good. Now I have more demos.
you. All right, everybody. With that being said, we are going to go on our last and final break of the show because when we return, there was the annual Gamescom Awards that happened. So we're going to discuss those and we're going to, let you know who the winners are and, share our opinions on them as well. So please hang in there. I need once again to fill up my water. I'm going to be going to the bathroom like crazy tonight because we've done a lot of talking. But hang in there. We'll be back momentarily, everybody. All right, everyone. Well, Gamescom held its annual awards, and we're taking a look at the winners from Friday night. So, first, we have Resident Evil Requiem. They took home a lot of wins last night, scoring Best Visual, Best Audio, Most Epic, and Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, Resident Evil Requiem also went up against big hitters too, including Crimson Desert, Borderlands 4, Little Nightmares 3, and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. So, yeah, these were the wins that Resident Evil took home.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by this one, not gonna lie. But then again, not really. Like yes and no.
Okay.
I'm in a weird only
I
because
kinda I think I get you. I think I'm sitting right there for you. Like, with
yeah,
you, sorry. Um, I think that there isn't, in a weird way, a lot out to really determine that for, like, best visuals, best audio. Okay, but you're so far, I feel like that's judged only off of its trailer or, like, this little bit that little, like, short we got to see. So, it's a little intriguing. Um, I'm curious how they judge them and why they make why this was the decision they made. I don't necessarily think it's a bad decision either because I can understand why it does look like it has beautiful visuals. This Resident Evil games have great audio usually, but it's one of
yeah,
those things where I don't know. It's interesting. It's intriguing.
yeah, yeah. I'm curious. But I'm actually surprised by this next one though. The other
Okay.
game that took home a couple wins from the night was Hella. Now I know we have looked at Hello before ourselves, but
Mhm.
it scored most entertaining and most wholesome, which I thought was interesting. Hello
Okay.
was up against Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Dispatch, Grounded 2, Resident Evil Requiem, Tiny Bookshop, and Winterboro. I actually am not mad at this one because
I'm not upset
I think
either.
Hella is going to be super adorable when it comes out.
Hella reminds me of kind of like It Takes Two, but meets I think it's Unraveled is what I'm thinking of. Um,
Yeah, that's fair.
Hella reminds me a lot of the game Unraveled and Unraveled 2, and which I think were good inspirations for games like It Takes Two and Split Fiction. So I
Yeah.
definitely think that like Unraveled had that really nice, fun, wholesome, like entertainment value that you play with friends, and that Hella is also continuing and has. So
Yeah.
I am very, very interested in this game. It looks so stinking cute. So I'm not surprised that this won, especially the award most wholesome. Like no surprise
Oh,
this
yeah.
one. So yeah. Well, don't worry, guys. These are not the only two games that won some awards. So here's a look at some other winners from the night. We have Donkey Kong Bonanza took home Best Gameplay. It beat out Hella, Mario Kart World, PVKK, and Resident Evil Requiem.
And the winner of Games for Impact was Tiny Bookshop. It was up against Karn, Forever Skies, Hollow Home, and Monowave, which I thought was adorable that this one took home one. I was like, yay, go Tiny
Yeah,
Bookshop.
yeah. I'm a big fan of Tiny Bookshop. I'm also a fan of Karen as well as Forever Skies. I would
Mhm.
have been happy if one of those won as well, but Tiny Bookshop has made some waves since its very recent release. Next up, we do have for Best Microsoft Xbox Game. The winner, by no surprise, is Grounded
No
2.
surprise.
No surprise at all. So it went up against Borderlands 4, Crimson Desert, Little Nightmares 3, and Ninja Gaiden 4. But I think it really helps that out of all of those, Grounded 2 is already released. If no pun intended, the first Grounded was very groundbreaking. There was a lot of excitement around it, and there from that there was as much equal excitement, if not more, for Grounded 2 when the announcement was made. So, not surprised at all by this win.
No, I'm not surprised by it. And I'm sure that Morgan and I will dive into that eventually.
Yes, yes.
And she'll be on her spider and I will be hiding in a corner. KP, come look at my cute little ride. No, you go away, Morgan. You go away. right. This one actually wasn't a big surprise to me either. There's been a lot of talk around Anno lately, and this next one that you see, Anno 117 Pax Roma. It won Best PC Game. It went up against Borderlands 4, PvKK, Tawa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree, and World of Warcraft. But there's been a lot of talk about this game.
Yeah, there
And I
has.
think you could even just like pre-order it right now. It's not out yet. It's coming out soon, actually.
Yeah, let me see. And it is. So it's a $60 game that will be releasing this fall. So it'll be coming out actually November 13th, 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hype around that game for sure. But let's talk about the best Nintendo Switch 2 game winner. That was Mario Kart World, which honestly, I'm not surprised. So it went up
No.
against Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Tawa, and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree, as well as Winter Burrow. So I'm not surprised. Mario Kart World takes on such a different and unique take to the I feel like much needed, changed, and updated Mario Kart. I
Oh
think it
yeah.
adds a much more exciting and new modern layer to the Mario Kart franchise that'll help keep it alive for quite a long while. So
Hmm.
I'm not surprised this took it home. If I was going to guess, the next potential winner would probably have been Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I'm not
Yeah.
surprised by Mario Kart World by any means.
No. This last one though is interesting. For the winner for best mobile game was Love and Deep Space. I've actually not heard of this game. So it went up against Arknight's Enfield, Dungeon Clawer, which I have actually played before, Genshin Impact, which I have played as also,
Mhm.
and Servant of the Lake. So I was kind of surprised by this one. I did not see that one coming.
No, I'm not familiar with that one. I wonder if that's out yet. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick on the Google Play Store. Let's see it. What was it called again? Love and
And
Deep
Deep
Space.
Space. Hmm.
It is out.
Okay.
Oh, the romance. I'm not. You
Maybe
know
that's
what?
why it
I've
won.
I've seen clips of like these characters and like videos and stuff and people reacting to it. And
Yeah.
from what I have seen, like shit gets spicy. Like like the lines, the art, the smirking that they have some of these guys do in this game, from the clips I've seen is very spicy. So maybe that could be a big reason why it won. Hmm.
Spicy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, guys, we
All right.
want
Well, we want to
to.
know. Oops,
Sorry,
sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, we want to know, do you agree with the winners from Gamescom? And does this predict winners for the Game Awards? I don't know yet. Like, maybe not this year, right? Might not predict this year, but it
Yeah,
may
maybe
predict
next
next
year.
year. Right.
Maybe. I don't think it's going to be high predictions for this year though. I
No.
I don't think so. I'm so interested in I genuinely like I don't want it to be here yet cuz I want to enjoy summer and fall as much as I can, but I'm really excited to get to our game awards. Like that is just it's going to be I think such an insane award show. Not only from the awards being like who's going to win what awards, but it's such a big night for game announcements and look at all the announcements we got from
Oh, yeah.
Gamescom alone. Like holy
Mhm.
cow, I cannot wait to see what's going to be happening during the Game Awards.
Oh, I know. And a lot of these games are already out. We know
Mhm.
like Grounded 2 is out. We know Tiny Bookshop is out. Um, Borderlands 4 is coming out soon.
Yes,
So there could be some of them that we see in the Game Awards this year. But like Resident Evil Requiem will be definitely one for next year.
yep,
And I think because we have seen it take home so many wins for Gamescom, it could be predicting down the line for next year's. And
I could
I
see
think we're
that.
going to see, yeah, I think we're going to really see like who takes home the big money prizes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But
Yeah.
guys, with that being said, if you are looking to add a game you saw from the week on your Steam wish list, like as you saw us do today, no
Oh yeah.
big
Oh
deal.
yeah. Left and right.
Oh
100
yeah,
times.
yeah.
100%.
Well, or maybe you just want to check other games coming down the pipeline that we weren't able to talk about yet, then maybe you should head over to Steam and check out the Gamescom 2025 page. So, genuinely, this is filled with a bunch of games, some of which that we've talked about today, others that we didn't get to talk about because remember, the Future Game Show alone had 70 games. We talked about 40 games on our show today, and one showcase had 70 alone. So with that being
Right.
said, head on over there, check them out, see what interests you. If there's any that stood out that we didn't talk about, put them in our Discord. We have a game suggestion page on our Discord, and so we'd love for you to put them in there. That way we can check out games that you found that maybe we haven't seen yet. But with that being said, we do want to know, what games are you looking forward to releasing this year and next? Because a lot were announced. So please let us know in chat. Let us know in the comments. We're as excited as you guys are.
Wow.
Well,
PVKK actually does look really interesting.
you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, go for it.
Here you go, guys.
You operate a planetary defense cannon to fend off an interplanetary invasion from the comfort of your cozy bunker.
Oh my gosh. Where are you, Yeet Gremlin? This is definitely a game for you.
This is cool though. I
This
love
is
the fact
really
that it
cool.
stands for planet. Oh god, I can't read it.
A planet. So Planetin Vertide Gungskinkonen Commandant.
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 Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
PVKK.
I'm gonna stick with that
That's
name. PVKK. That is it. I'm
that's
not.
hilarious to me.
That is awesome. It is
This is a
it's such
really
a
cool game.
unique take on like a war game.
Yeah.
And it's another game where your
Yeah.
choices matter. There's apparently puzzles in it. That's really interesting. I'm very intrigued by this. Is there a demo?
There's no demo.
Dang it. I'm going to add this
Not
to my
yet.
wish list, though, just to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I would.
That's really intriguing to
This
me.
is so funny. I
It's
was like,
very
because
unique.
we kept mentioning PVKK, and I'm like, I don't know what this
Yeah.
game is.
What's weird is, though, like part of it is like the bunker and everything, and like having your cozy bunker, blah blah blah. I just got done watching a movie that came out earlier in the year, like right after the holidays,
Mhm.
called The Gorge on Apple TV, and
Okay.
it was like there is more like horror-esque things and everything else inside the gorge, but the bunker alone kind of reminds me of this. So it's really cool. It's sick.
I'm sure we're gonna have to go through all of these and find more.
Oh my gosh, yes. And that is because, guys, we do want to let you know that we will be gone for the next 2 weeks. Next week is, Labor Day weekend. So it is a holiday weekend here in the US. So we will be taking that week off to, take a break of our own. And, we know people are out there enjoying time with families. And then the following week, I will actually be driving back to Florida with my dad because the bed is down. So that means I have a guest, and my father is currently in town visiting, and I'm going to be doing the trek back with him, which means I won't be available that weekend. But with that said, we will show you some of our picks from the Third Person Shooter Fest that starts Monday, August 25th, and goes through September 1st. We'll be putting out, more videos onto our YouTube page. We'll also be doing, we'll have more reviews over there. So, like first looks and reviews while we're all gone. So, genuinely, make sure you dive in and enjoy the content that we're putting out for you while we're gone, because it doesn't stop even while we take a break from the live show. But before we go, I want to remind you guys to don't forget, check us out across all of our social medias. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Threads. We post videos. We post links to our stories. We post, like, the next 2 weeks, we're posting graphics of games coming out and all the other stuff. So if you don't want to miss a beat while the live show is away for 2 weeks, make sure you go check out all those platforms.
And if you do like what you see, show us some love, guys. Hit the little heart on Twitch or head on over to our YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We're at 224. We're almost at 250. We're getting closer to
It's so
250
close.
every day, which is so exciting. We are super happy to keep growing over there. Also, thank you to whoever hit the like button on our live stream tonight, or today, I should say. Thank you so much. That just helps with reach. And yeah, hit our like if you're on one of our pieces, so that it helps with reach. Hit the bell so you get notified when we add things.
Ding dong that bell.
Such as when we go live, when we upload new videos, because we do it so much every day. And yeah, help us grow, guys. We want to grow the community with you guys. We want to have some fun. And
Join our
the faster
Discord.
That's right. Join our Discord. And the more we grow, the more we can do things like giveaways and merch giveaways and other things down the line. So we're excited. All right. Well, while we prep for the next 2 weeks and then our next show, which will be in the third week, you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend also. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Until then, though, keep processing.
Bye, guys.